Hey, what's going on, guys? It's time for the April EDC update. So I'm going to do this one a little different because, as you can see here, not a whole lot has changed. So for this month, instead of carrying the Glock in the Alien holster, I carried the Ruger LCP, and I just used the case that it came in. It's not loaded. It just rides in the pocket. You know, it's summertime, so I'm starting to wear shorts, so I say it's summertime. It's summertime in Texas. It's like a nice 79 degrees outside today, so it's getting pretty warm. So I've been wearing shorts a lot and just throwing that in my pocket. Apple Watch still, SOG Q2. This thing's probably going to ride with me for a while. I'm still liking it a lot. The Key Smart. All my keys, Bic lighter, this Code 4 by Cold Steel. This thing is awesome. It's just beefy, fits good in the hand, very thin profile on it, so it almost disappears in your pocket. Only issue with it, I'm left-handed. I do everything left-handed except, I do everything right-handed except eat and write. Other than that, and then I shoot left-handed. I typically carry my knife, though, on my right side of the right pocket, which is the way it's set up with, for now. It really goes in the left pocket, though, the way the clip's set up. It's got the holes here where you can flip the pocket clip around, but when you do, it curves this way. So if you see the curvature in the pocket clip, it sends it off the edge here. So you actually cannot reverse the clip. So I've actually started this month carrying on my left side, which it takes time to get used to opening it with my left hand because I'm so used to opening with my right. But what I've also noticed by doing that, though, is that it's another thing that I use left-handed. So I take it out of my right pocket, open it, and then I always notice that I put it in my left hand to actually use it. So it's been good for me to get some practice using my left hand to actually open the blade, since it ultimately ends up there anyway. So, but I have no complaints on the Cold Steel besides the pocket clip. It's a good knife. I like it a lot. Probably I don't know if I'm going to switch it up this month. I may just continue to carry it. I've been trying to rotate things in and out so the videos aren't boring at the end of the month. But I'm not sure I'm going to be successful at that this time. I think I'm going to continue with the Cold Steel. Also, one thing that did change is typically I carry a multi-tool, and this is technically a multi-tool, but I don't really consider it because it doesn't have pliers on it, and that's for me that tends to be pliers and scissors, the two things that I use most often. If you saw the other video that I did, my Leatherman Juice S2, typically if I'm going to carry a big blade like this, the Juice S2 just disappears in your pocket, so I'll throw it in my pocket and have it as well, so I have pliers and scissors. One of them's broke. I have two. One I keep in my Jeep, and the other one is the one I carry, and it's broken, so I still need to send it in. I haven't done that. I printed out the paperwork, and then I lost the paperwork. I'm not sure where I put it, so I need to reprint it out so I can resubmit it. So the wallet stayed the same with the zebra pin, the telescoping one. Still great pin. I ordered two more, and luckily I haven't needed them yet. And then the iPhone X, or 10, sorry. And then my Jeep keys. Other than that, everything stayed the same. I've kept my my 511 tactical belt that I've used for my holster. It's a great leather belt. I've been looking at some other ones that have the Cobra buckle system, so maybe I pick up one of those and try it out. So since this video was basically really quick because nothing's changed and there's really nothing to go into detail about, I figured we would move over to the Jeep and look at some of the stuff that I carry daily in the Jeep. So Stay tuned. Alright, since the weather's so good this weekend, I decided to take off the front doors and the top there. So we'll start off in the glove box here on the passenger side. And sorry if the camera angle's not great. I'm going to be doing this one-handed, but I keep a Maxpedition pouch. We'll take that back to the bench and go into more detail. Keep some safety glasses. My Jeep kit. This kit's for removing the hardtop, and it's a little mini torque set. These things are worth their weight in gold because they're really cheap, and they have band-aids. So that's what I keep in on, band-aids. When you have two boys, they're constantly needing band-aids for something, and then getting stuff on them. So shout wipe, and then a little ibuprofen. With boys, they're constantly giving you headaches. So then I keep a little bottle of hand sanitizer, and then an Altoids tin. I keep change. You'll notice most of them are just Bucky tokens for backing out the car. I keep them there. There's a little coin slot. I'm not sure if you can see it right here, but it seems like coins, will leave that like metal residue after they've been there a while, and it just kind of drives me crazy. So I just keep coins in that tin. Under the passenger seat, typically my wife rides here. She won't have the door off, but she typically rides here, so I leave this kit here. It's not a trauma kit by any means. It's just a basic first aid kit, basically a boo-boo kit for the most part. It's got some stuff that one of my sons had to have stitches, so the stuff they had, I guess, left over that I was paying for anyway, they just gave it to me and was like, here, you should just go ahead and take this. So that was cool. This is the same thing. We'll take it over to the bench and go through that kit and work our way around to the back. Right now the tops are on there, so it's a little difficult to lift. We'll just take a peek in here. More band-aids. Another one of these little Johnson & Johnson kits. Like I said, these things are like $2 at Target. So, and it's more stain wipes and band-aids. Got some towels in there, a thing for the jack, and then some bungee cords, and that's really it. So, I'll latch this thing back down. Come around here. I like that that's a matte black Last Line of Defense sticker. That's a sticker that Mike from Last Line of Defense sent me for participating in his Christmas video series that he did. So, alright, so in the center console here you have two compartments. This first one, this typically doesn't stay in there. This is a field note. I'm trying to do better about keeping track of how much money I'm spending and what I'm spending it on, so I'm trying to write down all my purchases in this notebook. It's easy to look online, but I don't know. If I have to write it down, to me it excuse me, it gives you a little more sense of what you're actually spending opposed to just swiping a card. It's pretty like unemotional swiping a card. When you have to write it down, it kind of sinks in what you're spending a little more, I guess. Keep a little cheap Gerber knife in here. Looks like it would be a flipper, but it's not. I guess it is, kind of. I don't know. This little light, it's not very bright, but it's cool because it's rechargeable. You just plug it into your cigarette lighter. Has a momentary on it as well. That's cool. This typically doesn't really stay in there. It's a mic that for the iPhone. These are the two, the Juice and the Leatherman style PS that need to go back to Leatherman. Looks like some allergy medicine. Yeah, I've got a little bit of allergies. I don't know if you can hear me sniffling. So, and then a Tide pen because, like I said, boys are getting stuff all over the place all the time. And in here I have my tag for picking up the boys from school, cell phone charger, headphones, another pair of safety glasses, and then a few pairs of earplugs. And then I also have my iPod plugged in there, just kind of dangling. And actually I think it came unplugged, but anyway. And then I keep the Nebo Slide King. Light's pretty cool. It's a bright light, right? And then it also, I don't want to blind you guys, but it also slides out and gives you light there, like a big bar light. And then if you click it, red, and click it again, red flashing, and then back to white, and then you just slide it to close it. I like it because the tail cap's magnetic, so you can stick it on something if you're broke down on the side of the road having to change a tire at night. This thing will come in handy. So, and then the Oakleys that aren't going anywhere anytime soon. So that's oh, one more thing on the roll bar. I keep the I don't know if that's gonna come into focus. It's too dark. But anyway, it's the Leatherman. We'll spin around. This is the one-handed tool, so I'm not sure what it's. Let's see if we can see what it's called. Leatherman OHT one-handed tool. How about that? So this is a really big, beefy tool. It's got the changeable bar cutters. It's got quite a bit of tools on it. So bottle opener. I like that they got them printed. If you look here, so like this is the saw, and you can see that it's the saw kind of embossed on the side. So a blade, screwdriver, or I guess pry bar too if you needed it for that. It's a rescue tool, seatbelt cutter, serrated blade, a finer flathead screwdriver, and then Phillips head. So it's got quite a bit of tools. I don't carry it a whole lot, that's why I put it here. It's something that's come in handy a couple times. So it came in handy the day that my trusty Juice S2 broke. So came in handy then. So we're gonna move again to the bench, and we'll go over these two pouches and see. Probably not like real in depth, but we'll take a look and see what's in it. Alright, so now that everything's kind of cleared out of the way, we'll take a look at these two packs. First we'll go with the first aid kit. It's a Maxpedition. Maybe I'll try to put it down below. I think it's like a fatty or a beefy or something like that. I don't know, but it's got a Sharpie there. And then on the inside, like I said, it's not really a trauma kit. These things, it's stuff that I got from the hospital. My son had stitches. Like it's leftover stuff they didn't use. But got some Pure Eyes, which just in case the kids get something or I get something in my eye. And here, it's just Band-Aids. Like I mentioned before, Band-Aids are pretty much priceless. And some like cleaning wipes. Some tweezers, some toothache medicine, basically Orajel, and then some Benadryl cream. Got some tie wraps. Got a little syringe here. So then I got it because they gave it to me and it fit in the pack. Some SPF 30. My kids and I have ginger skin, so, or at least one of my kids do. One actually tans like his mom, but yeah, the other one wasn't that lucky, I guess. This is a Swab Stick single pack, which is just like a antiseptic, you know. Some super glue, and then we'll slide this over. Another syringe, a couple cigarette lighters, the Juice S2 that's not broken. So maybe I'll take this out and I'll carry this one this month, and while I wait for the other one to see. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Ooh, it hurts. One of them just fell off their scooter or bike. So we got some of the spray Neosporin to go, and then in this pouch here, I got some Kleenexes, and then more just the butterfly type Band-Aids. So, like I said, this isn't it's not like it's a end-all be-all trauma kit. I just wanted to have handy some of the things that I use the most for myself and for the kids. There's also some I leave someplace down in there. So I'm going to try to pack this in real quick again. And, oh, fingernail clippers. These things are rad. You can get them online on eBay for like, I don't know, a couple dollars each. It's 3/7s. So, and then you just hit the little switch on the side, it pops up. They work really well, especially to be such a compact form factor. So, I don't know. I like them. So we'll get this one out of the way, and then we'll bring the Maxpedition EDC pouch. This is the full-size pouch, but still the EDC one. Although I don't know who. I guess if you have cargo pants, you can carry them. But other than that, you're not carrying this thing in your pocket. But in it, I have a notebook and some more shout pads. This goes to the skeletal. I took it out because I was using it one day, and I think I left it in my EDC drawer. I'm not real sure. Got to see if I can find my skeletal because I don't want to lose it. It's the skeletal CX. And I got one of these little magnetic things. Working on something and drop it, you can pick it up. Comes in handy when you're working on a car. Little pocket screwdriver thingy from CountyCom. So, like I said, you're not going to do heavy use with it, but it's just something nice to have. Sharpie. This is a stainless steel actual Sharpie. I have one of the Sharpie pens that I use quite often, but that's the just the regular marker one. A pen, tire gauge, a little kind of cheapy light from Leatherman. Just something you'd use in a jam maybe because it's not very bright. So another cigarette lighter, another pen. And then this little Cobalt tool set, it's come in handy. I can't tell you how many times, especially when working on knives. In fact, my first assisted opening knife from, it's the Scallion, I think. It's a Kershaw, but I think it's a Scallion or an Onion. I'm not sure which one. I don't know. It's one of those. It's Ken Onion design. That's why I bought this, because it needed to be fixed, and this worked perfect. So another pair of tweezers here. Keep an extra audio cable in case I need to plug in my phone or iPod. This is the key for the tires on the Jeep, and then I got a couple set of batteries and some bug repellent mosquito spray. Basically, here mosquitoes are terrible, so there's 2 packs of batteries in there. And that slides back in there. This rides at the top, and that's it. Yeah, this stays in the glove box. So that's it. What I'll plan to do, because I doubt seriously that very much changes again this month, is maybe next month we'll look at my my bag that I keep in the Jeep. I took it out this weekend to kind of go back through it and make sure that I can restock it with anything it needs. And also I had I put the Freedom panels in the back, so I had to move it for that. So we'll maybe next month we'll go over that bag, and then the bag that I carry every day to work, which really isn't. It's just a laptop bag, but I got some stuff in there that comes in handy at work. So maybe we'll take a look at that, or maybe just, I don't know, who knows, maybe everything will change in my EDC and it'll just be a full on-body EDC, and then we'll do a separate video for those bags. So we'll see. But thanks for watching. As always, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. And before I could get finished filming the video, I had to break out the first aid kit for a little bike incident. So yeah, good use of the first aid kit.